Okay, hey, it's childish, can't be no homegirls, drop it like the NASDAQ. Move white girls like it's coke up my ass crack. Move black girls, cause man, fuck it, I'll do either. I love pussy, I love bitches, dude, I should be running Peter in Adidas with some short.
Hello everyone, I'm your boy BenBoy, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today, we're finally gonna do it. We're going to delve into the new fad. It's been going around, the bee's knees, the talk of the town, the thingy-majigger that is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019. Talked about it in the last podcast, and I've been wanting to make this video. Now this here is a video that was uploaded by Chaos X Silencer, who's just changed his name to Chaos now. And the gameplay itself is from this guy. I don't know who he is, but I'm basically just going to be reacting to this, and from my personal COD, experience, my personal COD expertise, I'm going to be breaking down the fucking gameplay and see whether or not if it looks more like it's realistically driven like they're advertising, or like comparing it to different games, all that stuff. Now, just as a quick preface, this is a specific game mode in the game called 2v2s. This is not representative of team deathmatch public matches at all, so don't think about it like that. This is specific. I'm assuming that this is very similar to the not cage matches, but I forget what the fuck they're called. The 3v3s, the 2v2s, and the 1v1s in MW3. I'm assuming these are what these are like. So already we can see he has the FAMAS, which looks pretty fucking good, and updated graphics. Can't help but notice that the image down here has a foregrip, which is interesting because that's how the M4 was in MW2 and in COD 4 and in MW3. They all had the all the M4s had the foregrip, which is kind of interesting. This is just off spawn, which is interesting because he only seems to have one tactical grenade and one frag grenade. Maybe that'll get bumped up to 2 each if it's like team deathmatch or some sort of ground war game mode. It looks like we have the symbol down here. I'm not sure what the fuck that means or what that looks like. That kind of looks like a Spetsnazi type thing with like the star and the fucking skull and the snake. I have no clue. It looks like a combination of Spetsnaz and some like Black Ops SOG shit. And up here we have the it's currently tied. We have each player, each with their amount of health, I'm assuming. So far, my coworker is correct. One of my coworkers, he said that this game looks siege-like. It definitely does, and what he meant by that is the UI, the heads-up display, is definitely very siege-like. So let's continue on.
I think one's near me. Their left tires, like in their spawn. Try to name me.
Okay. Two things real quick. It was gonna be one thing, but just now, you all fucking see it right there. Double tap L1 to mount. That's something that I don't think has been in Call of Duty since World at War. So it's interesting that bipods will be an attachment for especially a FAMAS, which is weird because looks like he has fucking 40 rounds in his mag, which is weird. But maybe this is an LMG. Maybe this is considered a light machine gun in this game. I have no clue. Also, the other thing was the lasers. The lasers look very bright and like promising. They look like they're actually useful as lasers. In the past in Call of Duty, lasers were not very useful for lasers, other than fucking campaign on the Modern Warfare series and like in Black Ops 2, for example, if you throw on a laser sight, it wasn't necessarily about using where the laser lights like landed. It wasn't about using like the laser light on the surface. All it did was just like be a model where the laser light would fucking fade out as soon as it leaves your gun, and then it just gave your gun a fucking hip fire spray buff.
I got beam.
It's a 3-shot. Interesting. It's a 3-shot burst.
He's pushing up left, like right on your left here, and these, yeah, right in here, in here.
Oh, interesting. There's contextual leaning. I can't say that I am disappointed in that. I kind of wanted that to come back ever since it was in Ghost.
Oh, that's a shoddy. All right, all good.
Listen, you're lucky you're using
Allegiance.
something you're good at.
Allegiance and Coalition. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit because these motherfuckers are screaming. Allegiance, Coalition. Very interesting. Not sure what each side is gonna be like or anything.
Of course they bring out the shotties, bro. All right, all right.
That's a good warm up. That's a good warm up. Dude, I think my sense is too high.
Left side. There's steps. Absolute.
Kobe!
Needed their steps.
My nade didn't hit.
I hit him. I hit him.
That was a pretty sick. That was a pretty sick fucking reload animation. Can we get a double back on that?
Needed their steps.
Dude, this is some G30 Modern Warfare 3 G36 shit. He has the mag in his hand, the new one. He grabs the old one, pulls it out, drops it, and then puts the new one in. Really, that's pretty nice.
My nade didn't hit.
I hit him. I hit him. Weak their steps up top.
Got one. Got
Nice.
one.
What the fuck was that? Hold on. What the fuck was that?
Needed their steps.
My nade didn't hit.
I hit him. I hit him.
What did he do that caused the gun to sit upright like this instead of like in a sprinting
Weak their steps.
position? Look at that. Why did he hold it like that? I don't know. That's confusing.
Got one. Got
Nice.
one.
Good job.
I'm backing out.
Is that a game mechanic or is that just
On our
fucking...
steps.
No, dude, that's how he runs with it. What the fuck?
Other side top. I saw
Okay,
him
those
side
are
top.
those are flashes.
Moving up. It's easy.
Let's go, baby.
It's
Oh, they're
easy.
quiet
Come
now.
on, man.
They're quiet now.
It's too easy.
I want to try to lower my sense.
Yo, this thing rips. See this laser sight?
Ooh!
Oh yeah, baby.
What's
It's
he
free.
doing, bro? Is he hiding? Is he hiding?
All right, MP5.
No. They've had an RPG. Jordan's really good with the
Yeah,
RPG.
yeah.
MP5 and an RPG.
The steps.
We got RPGs and MP5s.
Top right, top right.
Where's the other one?
I have no idea. I stunned myself.
Oh my
yeah,
god, I'm
one's it.
terrified right now.
Stop.
I thought.
I can't say, although I haven't seen him ADS with it, I can say that I really kind of don't like the new red dot sight, at least how it looks for now. Like, just by seeing it on his gun. I haven't seen him aim with
I
it,
thought we
though.
were going RPGs only. Top line MP5.
They're trying to bait us. RPGs only. They're pulling out their guns. Come on, man.
Oh my god, bro. He really tried to bait me right there.
All right.
Okay, this is fine.
Top mid, rush. Top mid, top mid. Both here, top left.
No,
Nah, all good,
they
all
pinched
good.
me. They pinched me. 2-2, boys.
Okay, I just got a nice little fucking look at that. I can't say I like that as much, dude. I can't say I like that as much. I'm not gonna lie. I like the older one better.
2-2, boys.
We got a game going on right now.
Okay. Yo, no way.
All right, here we go.
Oh, okay. Let's
Just
see how the
pistols?
flashes.
Okay.
Nothing there left.
Pistol, iron sights on that one anyway look good. On that pistol,
They're
the iron
trying to
sights
volley
look
me?
good.
Top left.
He's stunned top right.
Hit him a lot. Got one, got one.
I'm stunned as well.
That looks like an FN tactical or whatever that fucking gun's called.
They're top mid.
They have Molotovs.
Side. Top low mid. Got him.
Not only do they have Molotovs and they look like a copy paste of fucking World War II, but they're not a score streak. They're actually equipable. So my assumption is that they will be fucking like World War II Molotovs, but way past nerf. Like, nerfed into the fucking dirt versions.
Good job, bro. Good job, bro.
There we go.
Did I keep trying to pinch? I keep trying to go for the pinch. But they're just kind of going right at us.
Alright, so I'm gonna pause right here real quick, and I'm gonna skip ahead to, let's see here. Here it looks like they're using some snipers, so let's skip forward to here, and let's see a round with a sniper rifle. That looks like, okay, so it looks like it's called the AX-50. but it basically looks like an intervention. So let's take a look.
Come on!
Okay, the
Who
AX50.
wants to smoke?
It basically looks like the intervention, and it looks like they have Rangers as a secondary.
I'm one shot. They're gonna nade me. You know what?
Yes. Okay. This is what I wanted them to do in Ghosts back when they fucking had the dual rendering. I didn't understand the point of them blurring the edges of the screen. I can kind of understand it a little bit, but not like to the extent they had it in Ghosts. This looks nice though. This looks like a perfect amount of blur on either side to the point where it looks somewhat realistic.
One on me, one on me. Oh my god! Seriously,
They can't hang with the snipers,
I'm gonna
bro.
cry. I'm getting emotional. I'm
Can't hang
literally
with the
getting
snipers,
emotional.
bro. Come on,
I'm
man.
literally getting emotional. Oh my god.
The sniper rifles
Send it out.
kind of seem a little wobbly, if that makes sense. They seem like, you know, the slightest little bit of movement will fucking jostle your scope around, which isn't that great.
Everywhere, posted everywhere.
M91.
I say isn't that great, but it might help deter against fucking quickscopers and shit, but let's be honest, it just probably won't. Oops.
Posted everywhere,
I'm
bro.
taking this shotty. We're making a play here.
Alright, so they have an Olympia. Very nice, very nice. There's an Olympia.
Is there left tires?
I remember that shit from Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 Zombies.
Up top. He's pushing their stairs.
What the fuck did he just throw? Hold on, can I get quality increase? Can we fucking get the best fucking quality possible, please? Thank you. Alright, let's rewind a bit.
M91.
I want to see this shit.
Shotty. We're making a play here.
The fuck did he toss? Is this like an Incend
Is there left tires?
grenade? What the fuck does he toss? No, that's a flash. Okay.
Bye! Up top. He's pushing their stairs. No, he's still up top.
I'd like to point out the crosshair, at least for that shotgun, is very PUBG-like. That shotgun looks very PUBG-like in its handling and its execution of how it was developed into the game. Alright, so we're gonna skip ahead again until I see a fucking interesting gun. That's more shotguns. More shotguns. I'm not really interested in shotgun gameplay. They cycle back around to the FAMAS. More shotguns. Here we go. Here's the MP5 again. So I guess it looks like they're 9 to 5 now and they're getting their asses kicked. Or they're winning, I can't tell. Again, this fucking UI, the fucking HUD and the overall UI of the game, my coworker told me he doesn't like it because it looks very Siege-like. Not only do I agree with him, but it's also shit. That's something that needs to be changed in between this build of the game and the final build, definitely. I hope that's not finalized.
Back.
RPGs?
RPGs?
Alright, very nice clambering system, just like in the other newer games.
I tried to nade him! I just actually threw a nade. You blow yourself up?
I went for the jumper. There's one.
He just screamed a fucking Spetsnaz line. Alright.
Melees.
Melee's
Yeah,
only?
melees.
Wait, really? Melee's only? Where are you? Ah!
Let's go. Box.
Let me watch that again real quick.
Ah!
Okay. That is worrying. I don't like that. Maybe it's with an RPG, maybe it's with heavy weapons. If it is, okay. But god damn it. Can we have the fucking knife back? Can we have our one-hit kill knives back? Panic knifing such bullshit. Can we have fucking knives back? I'm tired of this two-hit melee shit. Now that doesn't seem that bad because the fucking second hit is really fast. He just goes bonk bonk and he's done, which I guess that's a way to balance the two-hit melee, but at the same time, just give us the fucking knife back. Maybe don't have such a lunge, maybe make it really shit melee combat like fucking Black Ops 2, but add fucking melee combat back. Like true melee combat, like classic melee combat. Bring that shit back.
Boxed out.
Get
Let's go,
fried,
baby.
kid. Get fried, kid. I'm your dad, homie. I'm literally your dad, kid. Bye.
Yeah, you hit him.
Yo, imagine getting punched in the face with a rocket IRL. Wow, that's like getting punched by me IRL.
unreal.
That's how strong I am. Well, so that's first game goes to the two best looking guys here.
I like that. That's good gas right there.
No, for real.
Let's go.
Alright. So there you go. That was the Modern Warfare fucking gameplay that I had lined up to watch. My thoughts on this game thus far. It looks like Siege, basically, and I don't like that. I like that they're taking a more realistic outlook to the game. I like the directions that it seems to be going. However, the shit just seems a little too much Siege. Needs to be a little more Modern Warfare 2, 3, and original-esque. And I'm not just talking about visually, I mean game mechanics-wise. Fucking, I see a lot of... I feel like if this were a fucking sandwich, okay, like a burger, right? Hamburger. Right, so you have the fucking buns. I don't know what they were fucking represent. This is a fucking shit analogy, so don't ask for much. You have the buns, then you have the patty, right? The patty is the Call of Duty part. But on top of that, you have fucking cheese, which is the fucking which is like the game, the fucking HUD kind of looks like Siege. Then you have the fucking lettuce and tomato, which is like the fucking, the game like kind of looks like it moves and handles like Siege. Then you have the fucking onions and ketchup. I don't know. And the onions and ketchup are like the fucking, are like a lot of the animations look like they're ripped straight out of fucking PUBG. You know, you have all this shit on top of this burger. So somewhere down in there, there's a fucking COD game. But it seems to be obscured by, from just gameplay-wise and visual-wise, what looks to be Siege and fucking PUBG influences. Like, very heavy Siege and PUBG influences. And I can't say I really like that. The PUBG part, I don't fucking care. Like, as long as it's not a battle royale and they take gameplay, like, shit from PUBG, that's fine. It's whatever. I don't really mind that. But it being like Siege, one of my biggest problems with Siege is how clunky the game feels and how fucking... I don't like how fucking clunky you are as an operator in Siege. They've smoothed it out over the years, but one of the worst things ever is playing fucking Ash and still feeling like a 400-pound obese man running around. It's actually terrible, and I dislike it very much. It just feels clunky. You feel heavier than you actually are. You feel like, you know, whenever you fucking move, you're fucking like stomping around and shit. Like, I don't know, it's just, this will be the last time I say it, it just feels clunky. I don't like clunky feeling games, and I don't like floaty feeling games. I like when the game feels like clunky enough that I feel like my character actually exists, but floaty enough that I still feel like I have free control over them, and if I turn my character one way or another, or if I walk a certain way or another, it doesn't feel like my character's sticking. Anyways, that's gonna do it for this video. I have no idea how long this is gonna be. I tried to keep it very short. I'm trying to keep this analysis short, like this on a shorter side of the video, but knowing me, that's not gonna fucking happen. But yeah, that's gonna be it. Thank you all so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next activity. Bye bye.